Today we're planting sweet potatoes, and I had to make a run to the store real quick, and I had to get some blood. Got sweet potatoes starts that I've been growing for a month or so now. Let me show you what I have. I've seen several videos on starting sweet potatoes, and one was to take a sweet potato and just plant it. So these are the starts coming out. I planted 3 potatoes here, and so all 3 of them have some great starts coming out of them. And then all I would do when they would get long, I didn't do this one because it was so long and pretty that I just, I'll probably pull it off eventually, but when they get about 6 inches long, I'll pull it off sort of at the root. I don't want to pull these off right now, but then I'll just stick them in some water. I also did the old school method of, putting toothpicks in a sweet potato, putting that in a jar, growing roots from it. And I've gotten several slips from this sweet potato, and these are all my slips so far. Let me see if I can pull them out. You see all those roots, good roots down there growing. So that's what I do. I'll just like pinch it off of here, stick it in the water, grow more roots. Which method is better? I don't know. I can't tell you. I got slips from both, from this one and from planting in the dirt. Both work. Take your pick. So I also came back with lots of flowers too. So Mr. Homestead knows better than to let me go by myself to the garden center. But they were on sale. Like, I got all 4 of these pots for like $15. Can't beat that. And my front porch needs dressing up a little bit. And you know what? Anytime you add pollinators to the mix, flowers that encourage the pollinators, that's always a good thing for your garden. I've also talked about before how my fingernails get so dirty all the time working in the garden. So I got a pair of these that I thought I would try out and see how they work. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like them. They're supposed to have grip to them, which is great, but I don't know about not being able to actually feel the dirt with my fingers. So we'll see. I'm gonna try it out today though, because I gotta do a little digging with the to plant the sweet potato slips. So let's go to the garden. So we're spreading blood meal right now, and then we're just gonna kind of mix it in a little bit, get the top layer. There is blood meal under this layer of dirt, the last layer of dirt that we added, but we just want to make sure it's got plenty of blood meal too. As it gets watered and rains, this will seep down, deeper into the dirt and fertilize the tubers for the sweet potatoes. Okay, so we've planted these slips. They should be about 3 foot apart. That's probably more like 2 foot, but because we kind of alternated back and forth, they're not directly across from each other. I think they'll be fine. And then 12 inches apart this way, going down here. But hopefully this will just cover this bed in sweet potato vines. I have heard a lot of people talk about ordering sweet potato slips and trying to get them. And I made the mistake of doing that last year. And if you follow us, you may remember us doing the hay bale gardening. And we planted sweet potatoes, and we planted them too late in the year. We had early cold last year. It was an unusual year Of course, we know 2020 was an unusual year, but we lost the sweet potatoes, and so I learned from buying sweet potato slips from somebody else that you don't need to go buy sweet potato slips from somebody. Go to the grocery store. Just make sure our farmer's market may be better, or like a Whole Foods to get your sweet potatoes. Some grocery stores spray a growth inhibitor on their vegetables and fruit so that they don't sprout while they're still in the store. But make sure they don't have a growth inhibitor sprayed on them. But if they don't, you can just buy a couple of sweet potatoes and get an unlimited supply of sweet potato slips to continue to plant for your harvest. And that's what we did this year. I just went and bought like 4 sweet potatoes, and I planted them, and then I put some in the jar. And from those slips, I rooted them, and that's what we did today. So, you know, you do the best you can. You learn as you do. And so I'm excited about seeing what we get from this. Sweet potatoes are supposed to be harvested about 90 to 100 days. Hey, Mr. Homestead. And 90 to 100 days, and they should be done. They grow well in like hot, humid climates. So this is, what is today, baby?
Today is April 25th.
April 25th. And so we're thinking mid-August is when we'll be able to start harvesting these. Also, I learned something new about sweet potatoes that I didn't know before was sweet potatoes are not in the like potato family, like the Irish potato, whatever, the potatoes that we have growing over here in the buckets. Not the same family. They're actually in the morning glory family. So you can actually plant a bed of sweet potatoes in the summer, and then the other potatoes do okay in cooler weather. So you could potentially, after this bed of sweet potatoes is harvested, we could go back and plant other potatoes after that. So we're looking forward to seeing. But now we have all 11 beds filled and planted. Let me see if I can give you a full view of it all. And there you go. There's sweet potatoes, pumpkins, watermelons, 2 beds of purple hull peas, a bed of bell peppers, banana peppers, natapinos, 3 types of zucchini. We have squash on that far bed, carrots and onions, and then 2 beds of tomatoes and yellow Spanish onions. So we are so looking forward to a bountiful harvest this year. You guys have a blessed day, and remember, do your best and let God do the rest. Bye-bye.